Hello team, welcome to GRN ID Hub, and this is your GRN. And today we are going to discuss about like one of the most important program question, that is finding a nearest perfect square of a given number. So for example, like if I'm giving any number, so you should need to find out the nearest square number, that is a perfect square number of that particular number. That is your question. I hope like you all have some idea for different law approaches to find out that solution. But apart from that, today I'm going to share one of the easiest way to find out that solution with a very 1 or 2 lines of code. You don't need to code for more than a 10 or 20 lines. So for the getting the efficient way and all. So my 2 lines of code also it will give you the very efficient solution. So if you see here, for example, if I'm giving a input as 12, the nearest perfect number is 9. That normally if you think like 12, it should be perfect square is like 9 or 16. Okay, if you think like 16 or 9, so 9 to 12 it's a two, only two numbers are there. Okay, 10, 11, so 12 is the next thing. If you're thinking like 12 to 16, you have a three numbers in between, so 9 is the nearest one. For example, if you see this explanation, okay, if we see 12 minus 9 and then 16 minus 2, 16 minus 12, so here the 3 it will come, here the 4, right? That means 3 is the nearest difference. So you should need to take this is the perfect square. If I'm giving input as 15, you should need to print the value of 16. You should need to print, that is your requirement. So, and if I'm giving 80, then you should need to print a 81. That is your expected output. So for finding this solution, you might have different approaches. So see this solution which I'm giving this. So this will give you the very easiest answer, like this will give you the very easiest approach to find out that solution. And as well as this, you don't need to think too much on it. Okay, just these 2 lines of code, it will give the answer, so it is a somewhat efficient output as well. So if you give this answer to any of the recruiters interviewer, then they will feel something good on you. So this is a code, let me show you that. So here I have already written, so I will explain the logic like how it was done and all. Just I want to show you the input and all. So for example, if I'm entering input as 12, my expected output is 9, right? So the perfect nearest square number is 9. If I'm keeping, if I'm entering 15, the perfect square number is 16, right? If you see 16, you was getting right. If I'm keeping like 80 and all, you should need to get 81. See, you was getting correct answer. So we can trace this coding, okay, so that you will get idea. This is a coding, right? So for example, here I'm writing the code in the Python. So I'm importing the math library. So first I'm taking the number. Okay. So whatever for example, if I'm taking number as 12, okay, in this case, and then next is I'm doing the getting the square root of that particular number, whatever the number I'm giving. So I am giving 12. So the perfect square, nearest perfect square will be 3. So if I'm keeping simply math dot square root, you will get 3 point something. But you should need to get the some standard value. So that's the reason I'm keeping math.floor. It will give the single digit value. Okay. No, it won't give any float related values on that. Once I get the nearest square, what I have done here. So I have stored that square root number in a perfect square at the starting. I'm storing in a variable name perfect square. And then here, if you see, this is my main logic. Okay. What I did here, you can able to see in the if class, I mentioned like number minus perfect square into 2, like power of 2. So here 12, number is a 12 and minus of 3 power of 2 means 9 it will be. And here I mentioned like less than perfect square plus 1 power of 2 exponential. Okay. See, if you see here 3 plus 1 exponential of 2 equal to, I mean, minus of number. See, 12 minus 3 power of 2 equal to 9, less than here 3 plus 1, 4. 4 exponents 2 equal to 16 minus 12. So the difference is, you can see this is true or else, okay? The difference is 3 and the difference is 4, right? The condition is true. See, if you check here, if this condition is true, the value will be perfect square only. If the condition is false, then the value will be perfect square plus 1. Now the condition is true, right? Then it will return the nearest perfect square equal to whatever the perfect square. The perfect square value will be 3. So it will take the value as 3 first. Here I want to print the nearest perfect square, right? So here I'm just powering that number because this is a 3, okay, but you should need to print the perfect square. So I'm printing pi to the power of nearest square plus nearest square comma 2. So it will give the expected result. So 3 power of 2 equal to 9. That is your expected output if you am keeping 12. Same way if you are keeping like, if I'm giving like for example number equal to 15, and then the math square root will be obviously equal to 3 only will get. And then here the if condition is there, right? If condition, it will check number minus perfect square, right? Number equal to 15, 15 minus here what I'm doing, perfect square exponential of 2, right? So perfect square 3, 3 power of 2 equal to 9 you will get. And then less than you was getting here same. Now perfect square plus 1, right? 3 plus 1 equal to 4, 4 power of exponential 2 equal to 16 minus number, my number equal to 15. So if you check here, what will be the value here? 6. And then less than equal to 1, right? Is it true or false? It's false, right? Then what will be the output? So it, the nearest perfect square, it will return the perfect square plus 1. Perfect square will be 3, right? Here. So it will return 3 plus 1. 3 plus 1, it will be stored in a nearest perfect square. In this variable, it will store this 3 plus 1. That is 4, okay? 4 it will store. Now the printing statement, the perfect square number equal to math dot power of perfect nearest perfect square comma 2, right? So obviously it will print 4 power of 2 equal to 16. That is the expected output, and that is your the exact answer. If I'm keeping 15, you will get 16. Just I'm printing this, okay, perfect square for your understanding, guys. Okay. If I'm removing this, okay, you will get something decimal values, okay. See, here also it will be changing, right? So to manage that, I'm using math.floor. So it won't give any decimal values. So you will get the exact answer. I hope you got the answer and you got the understanding. So if you have any doubts, guys, okay, please comment me so that I can help you. So if you need any programming, if you feel like hard and all, so you can ping me that as well. So I can try to give you the best and better approach. And thank you for, thank you guys, and hope you have a lovely day.